How's it going, my sweet boys? It's your internet anime daddy, Allie here, and we are back with another Corpse Party episode. See you in there. Drive! Chapter 4, Pillars of the Six Demons. Oh my god, my lady's going on her own. Pant, pant.
Hello. Hello.
I'd been wandering around, exhausted out of my mind, aimlessly searching every corner of the building for Aiko. Eventually, I wound up in the custodian closet. It's really a room, not a closet. Oh god, don't open the door.
Hello. Pant, go boo. It was no use. Aiko was long gone. I was all alone. I'd been in here long enough that I began to worry about my phone battery dying. I didn't want to shut it off completely, but at least felt it prudent to turn off the screen.
I have so many batteries. Why are you not using them?
If the book isn't here, then what the hell did I get so worked up about? I should have never come. My voice was breaking.
I'd more or less given up by this point. That door's gonna be haunted. Oh, is it the boy calling? My newly darkened phone screen suddenly lit up again as a call came through. It was Misuto. Is he my fairy godson? Well, that didn't take long. I went from relieved to infuriated in a single heartbeat.
Wow! What the hell is with you always? Are you watching me or something? You knew exactly how I was feeling last time you called too. How do you know my moods?
Is it my fairy godson? My fairy angel? My imaginary friend?
And why didn't you pick up when it called real?
Whoa, asshole. I sighed a little on the inside. It was becoming clearer and clearer that this was just Misuto's way. I tried my best to ignore his abuse and simply answer his question.
It's not here. The Book of Shadows is not here, confirmed by the psychic intelligence squad. The photo was created by someone in this school as a ruse to bring people here from the outside world. It's a fake Nisemono! You serious? Oh, you serious? I'm out of options. There are no more leads to follow for resurrecting my friends.
Some Shinozaki you turned out to be. Does the bloodline slowly turn to piss with each generation or something? You can't even get your hands on one single Book of Shadows? I'm no longer just embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed by you.
Wait, you said you would be here too, didn't you? So you're a liar.
Oh man, that is rich. Nothing I told you was a lie. But if the skin isn't here, that's definitely a miscalculation on my part.
The skin?
Listen, this dimension represents the nirvana that the Book of Shadows created, right? So somewhere in here, you'll find the nirvana's core. I didn't tell you about this?
What does that have to do with anything? If I can't find the book, I can't resurrect my friends. And if I can't resurrect my friends, then there was no point in coming here. So what are you going to do about that? There's a girl trying to kill me who's acting an awful lot like Sachiko, and I can't take much more of this. What?
Hey, you might want to listen when someone's giving you crucial information, okay? Since the Book of Shadows created the nirvana, their nirvana's core is made up of its contents.
A what?
Find the core somewhere in this dimension, and it's pretty much the same thing as finding the Book of Shadows, meaning you might be able to cast soul retrieval magic or whatever.
Kuroi magic. So I can still bring everyone back?
Yeah, even without the skin, there is still all the internal organs. If the spell is there, you should be able to cast it from the contents alone. My cheeks were on fire. It felt as though all the blood in my body had been pushed up into my head. You've got bigger problems right now, though. There's a situation in here, and you created it, and now you have to take responsibility. Osekini.
What? What kind of situation?
Something happened at Makino Shinozaki's apartment, right? That girl you came in contact with, the reason she's here now is because you brought something you shouldn't have from Makino's home. What did we bring?
You mean the laughter stones?
No, some part of a human body. Hair, bones, nails. Oh man, you still got those baby teeth?
I figured they must have had some kind of meaning, so I wrapped them in tissue paper and stuck them in my pocket. And I'd forgotten all about them until that very moment. Teeth! Yeah, baby teeth. And I don't have them with me right now. Oh, I do have them with me.
The girl you encountered isn't Sachiko. The Martubas were researching this, but apparently there was another girl in Yoshie's womb alongside Sachiko, known as a vanishing twin. Okay, Japan. She died inside her mother. She somehow grew up outside of her mother, though. Basically melted and got absorbed by her younger sister. So you can kind of think of her as Sachiko's unborn older twin. This was all too much to process. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined something so bizarre.
I think I heard her saying Sachi. Could that be her name?
Sachi, huh? Good name as any. That's what we'll call her then, Sachi. You can think of her as a pretty spirit, or as a pet. I was like, that was not a pretty. As a petty spirit from our world. Nothing more than a mischievous poltergeist at worst, though. Unfortunately, you brought her teeth to Heavenly Host, so now she's managed to give herself a physical form and awakened here. And in doing so, she's basically absorbed the entirety of the Nirvana's power and has gone completely berserk, you dumbass. She doesn't have any higher intelligence functions like Sachiko, though, which means you can't reason with her. She's pretty much pure evil. Worse still, her powers are so strong that the spiritual chaos she's creating is spreading to the real world too, causing all kinds of shit to go down. Probably an unconscious grudge on her part for never having a chance to be born.
But how did I awaken her with the teeth? How was that even possible? Why would teeth from a child who was never born even exist?
Obviously something happened at Makina Shinozaki's apartment, though. We may never know what it was. Not worth worrying about right now, either. We need to focus on what to do about Sachi. Her power of absorption is enormous, and it's causing the Nirvana to shrink. And that's causing the dimensional wall that separates this world from ours to start to break down. The wall between the two worlds. Oh my god, maybe that's why Naomi's mom is fucking losing her goddamn mind. Pretty much what you'd expect. It'd be the end of the world as we know it. You caused this. Huh?
Hello? The TV? Well?
If Sachi gets out into the real world, then ensuing chaos would be immense. People would go insane and start to kill each other or themselves. Death would pretty much rule the day. And those who've moved on to the ever after would all suddenly wake up. The earth would be taken over by vengeful spirits, leaving very little room for flesh and blood stragglers. How does one respond to a claim like that, especially when the elephant in the room is that this was all my fault? I'd literally been responsible for the end of civilization. Oh my god. I was completely speechless, in shock most likely. All I could do was breathe heavily. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, so loudly that I felt like some part of me was about to snap. I had to say something to keep Misuto on the line.
Oh no! That can't be true!
How does it feel, huh? Pant.
What do you...
But it feels pretty weird knowing that your actions are going to bring about the end of the world.
Seriously, what the hell is your problem? Why would you say that? You're such an ass. I had no idea this would happen.
Was he joking? Oh my god, did he just fuck with me? Oh. You had no idea, please. Oh, my stomach. I couldn't take any more of Misuto's crap. All I could do was scream at him over the phone and hope it hurts his ears or something. If you're so frustrated with yourself that you're that close to snapping, don't. There might still be a light at the end of the tunnel. Didn't even faze him. He just kept on talking with that same cocky tone in his. The only person who can stop the world from ending is, again, you. Calm down, Ayumi.
Hello?
It was just one sound, but I could barely get it out. I had almost no voice at this point. I was just a mess of tears and confusion. Listen up, okay? You have a new objective. In order to stop Sachi, you have to get this nirvana moving. And for that to happen, you'll need some real divine providence on your side.
Divine providence?
You seen any pillars since you got here?
Pillars?
There was that black object I saw from the window, but I didn't know what window, but I didn't know if that was what he meant. The nirvana was built out by a bunch of sephirot and a bunch of pillars, okay? The pillars are made up of spiritual matter, and honestly, I'm not going to be able to explain it to you, so just know that they're called the Pillars of the Six Demons. They should each be located somewhere in the school, and even though they're called pillars, they can really be any shape or size. Pillars of the Six Demons? Just keep listening. The pillars of the six demons that exist here in this heavenly host represent the north, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, and south directions. Okay. You need to release the seal on each one of them to complete the hexagram within this school. And you're the only one who can do it since you're Shinozaki.
I'm the only one, but why?
What if this dude's like the Martuba's like brother or whatever? Because you're Shinozaki, and this nirvana was brought into existence by the Shinozaki bloodline. Yoshie Shinozaki's actions created this mess, so only I could clean it. I mean, technically, you made this new, bigger mess, but I considered the responsibility that had just been laid upon me and unconsciously gripped the hem of my skirt. The power sealed in each pillar is fairly weak, though. But before you ask, so what do I do? That's why you're releasing all six, to gather all the energy into one area. When the hexagram is formed around the core, all that power will crystallize and combine. No matter how strong this Sachi is, you should be able to send her back to hell.
Why do you know all of this, and why should I believe any of it? Can you show me any proof that any of this is true?
I'd rather not, but fine. Can you look into the future? I told you when we got here, I'm Yagora, which means I'm descended from a bunch of shitty spiritual mediums. Specifically, I'm the son of a Shinto priest. My knowledge of the nirvana and hell, for that matter, was all beat into me before I knew how to walk. Yagora, I do recognize the name. Sis talked about them once or twice. Well, we're kind of up there with the Shinozaki family, which is how I got to know your sister.
Oh, yeah, you said you were her protege, right?
Yeah.
Anything more than that?
Huh? The fuck are you implying? Don't go making shit up in your head. I swear it. If you weren't her sister, I wouldn't even bother with a lost cause like you. I cut him off because he's being a bitch.
Boop.
Now listen, first thing you gotta do is defeat that spirit. Even if you do manage to find the Nirvana's core, there's not much point in bringing your friends back to a dying world. So your goals here are simple. Protect the world by hurling Sachi back to hell where she belongs. And find the core so you can resurrect your buddies. Think you can handle that?
Sure. I mean, maybe I can.
I felt like a boat drifting out on the ocean, allowing itself to be carried wherever the wind may take it, whether I wanted to go that way or not. Even with the best plan of attack laid out in front of me, in no uncertain terms, I found it difficult to be certain about anything. It was like my willpower had already died.
Where are you?
I was staring at the odd cube Misuto had given me before we jumped here, eyes swollen with tears. Yeah. I'm trying to find you too, but I think we're in different spaces.
That's what I was afraid of.
Even if I succeed, how could I get back? Was this basically a suicide mission for me? I didn't want to do any of this. All I wanted to do at that moment was break down and cry. Don't worry, though. I'll come and save you. Once we meet up, if everything's taken care of, we can go home together using the Ever After Stones. So take care, okay?
will we believe that?
Yeah. The gem I gave you will react to the pillars of the 6 demons, so keep an eye on it, and you should be able to figure out when you're getting near one. Anyway, good luck!
Mate kudasai! Wait, by gem do you mean?
Click. The conversation was over. Maybe the cube?
This?
I stared a little more skeptically at the so-called Argus cube in my hands. Did he know all of this was going to happen before we even came here?
Damn it! Why does he have to be so cold?
Matches. What every high school girl needs. Middle school, high school, whatever she's in.
Well? That sounded like it was coming from the 2nd floor. Could it be Aiko?
Or your sweet boy, or Mayu wanting to rend our flesh off again. I fucking hate Mayu. Alright, my sweet boys, thank you guys so much for playing with me. I will see you guys next time for an all-new episode of Corpse Party Drive! And until then, don't forget to subscribe to Slaytrix. We have other awesome gaming content on there that I know you sweet boys would enjoy. And also, leave a comment down below about the scariest anime or movie you've ever seen. I'd love to hear about guts, gore, and waifus. See you next time. Internet Anime Daddy Allie, signing out.